family fun for all. Pictionary. Every weekday. Pictionary. Weekdays on NBC 40. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Are you the victim of a scam? Go to judgejudy.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Now, I don't even think this bill is reasonable. Actually, I think you should have gone into a walk-in clinic, not go to an emergency room for $1,074 for a mark that didn't even break your skin. I mean, an intelligent person knows that you can't get a disease from a dog or from another unless they break the skin. You were wearing pants. This thing didn't get through the pants. Now you can speak. You have 30 seconds.
Your Honor, I was a full-time independent contractor and a Grubhub delivery. I had no insurance, Your Honor. I'm not comfortable with Honor with the dog. Can you take out the dog? Because I'm still shocked right now, Your Honor.
Judging for the plaintiff in the amount of $250, which is what it would have cost you to go see a doctor to tell you not to worry. We're done. Goodbye.
I have medical bills.
Step up. Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
She's right. He was ridiculous.
When something have rabies, it's very not good to the people.
So if he's afraid of my dog, why would he come back to my apartment?
I'm not going back on their house many times, only once.
So a guy come to the door, didn't know who it was, so she started to bark, and that was it.
I was afraid of the dog because they bite the dog, and I see the people become crazy and died.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 5. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Thanks for joining us here on this, what is today, Tuesday?
What day is it?
Is
Where
it
are
Tuesday?
we?
Where are we? What time is it? Yeah, okay, it is Tuesday. All right. I was just making sure. It's just, you know, when the weather gets this nice,
Right.
you kind of forget.
You lose track. It's just so nice outside.
And, you know, everything's just so nice. You want to be out in it.
Right.
You know, and we're just now 4 days away from the start of fall.
We're counting down, excited for it.
Yeah, but for those of you that want summer to hang on, it is just a little bit longer, but looking live from the area weather cams and temperature sensors, courtesy of the Kentucky Mesonet Network, right here in Warren County out at the Ag Expo Center, 79 and mainly sunny. And then you go all the way down to Clinton County, Albany, seeing a couple of clouds there, 76. Their current temperature. It's a nice day anywhere you look. Nothing on the radar satellite over the last 4 hours. Everything looking really good. Some high clouds beginning to move in from our west. Current temperature at 80 right now in Bowling Green. We'll take a look at those warmer temperatures and maybe a little rain for the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris. Well, our top story tonight, it is National Voter Registration Day. It's a great time to make sure you're eligible to cast your ballot in November. County clerks across the Commonwealth, including right here in Warren County, want to make sure you are not only registered to vote, but that your registration information is up to date. With so many options and polling centers, voting in this year's election has never been easier.
If you're not registered, it's so important to vote, and we want everyone, you know, we're working on the new voting plans with the vote centers in Warren County to make it easier to vote. You have more ways to vote now than you've ever had with early voting, and then we have some in-office voting, and then we have 30 days at the portal for absentee.
The voter registration deadline is October 10th. If you'd like to check your registration status and update any information, you can do that by heading to govote.ky.gov. Republican candidate for governor Daniel Cameron appears to be softening his hardline opposition to abortion. In a recent interview with a Kentucky radio station, Cameron says he would support amending the state's abortion ban to add exceptions for terminating pregnancies caused by rape or incest. Cameron has supported the current law banning all abortions except when carried out to save a pregnant patient's life. But during the interview with WHASAM, Cameron signaled that if elected governor, he would be willing to sign legislation providing abortion exceptions for instances of rape and incest. Democratic Governor Andy Beshear's campaign says Cameron is trying to hide his well-established, quote, extreme views on the abortion issue. The general election is Tuesday, November 7th. Now to Frankfort, where Governor Andy Beshear orders all flags to half-staff in honor of former Kentucky Governor Breton Jones. Jones served as governor from 1991 to 1995. Prior to becoming governor, he served as lieutenant governor from 1987 to 1991. Jones was 84 years old. He was a Republican turned Democrat who served a single term in the 1990s as the Commonwealth's 58th governor. His administration was most memorable for its attempt at universal health insurance, accessible and affordable coverage for everyone, regardless of health history. Jeremy Toombs has the story.
Breton Jones may have come from West Virginia, which he did, but he became a true Kentucky gentleman.
Brereton Jones came to the Commonwealth with his wife Libby in the 1970s, establishing Airdrie Stud in Woodford County. By the 80s, he would enter into Kentucky politics with a Democratic primary against Paul Patton.
I don't think there was a negative comment between us and that lieutenant governor's race.
It's all coming together.
It was during that election cycle that Nick Nicholson says Jones made his first breakthrough.
He was a very strong proponent of agriculture and what became Kentucky Proud. He was the first one that I remember talking about, let's be proud of what we produce in Kentucky.
4 years after going toe-to-toe, Jones and Patton ended up side by side in Frankfort.
It was everything he wanted to do, he thought was the best thing for the people of Kentucky.
That included a push for universal health care and changes to ethics laws in the state. After serving in office, Nicholson says he applied himself to the horse industry in the same way.
He saw it from the breeder. He saw it from someone who cared about racing. He saw it from someone who recognized that we needed to do a better job of marketing. He was very dynamic. And so he believed in what he believed in very deeply. And it sold because you could tell he was really sincere.
Well, crime alert now. The Bowling Green police are searching for two men they say robbed Shell IGA Express on Russellville Road Monday night. Police say that around 11:30 p.m., two men walked into the store, one carrying a knife, the other demanding money. BGPD says the store clerk handed over the money and the men took off running from the store. Police say that no one was hurt during the robbery. The investigation is still ongoing. If you have any information, you are asked to call the Bowling Green Police Department. And now to the terrifying moments for one Elizabethtown father whose 7-month-old daughter became the unexpected passenger in the backseat of a stolen car. David Mattingly has the story.
E-Town police call it a crime of opportunity. A father left his keys in the ignition of this car with his 7-month-old daughter secured in the back seat. He had no idea someone would pounce as soon as he stepped away. Daniel Cochran was walking home from the store when the car thief came much too close for comfort.
By the time I turned around, he had brushed up beside me, man, and pretty much nicked me. If I wouldn't have jumped when I did, I'd have been pinned under the car as well.
So he hit you?
Pretty much. He nicked up beside me. Yes, sir, he did brush me. And I jumped out the way. So I turned around, and I was like, what the heck?
And in the immediate aftermath, panic filled the neighborhood as the father and others realized he had lost his precious cargo. A few doors down, Derek Powell didn't know what was going on.
Yes, they were really hysterically, man. They just running around like just not knowing what to do. You know, I didn't know the guy was the baby's father or nothing like that. Now I understand.
Immediately, the call went to E-Town police. Shortly after 6:30 Sunday evening, the search was on.
Well, again, all resources obviously were out riding around just frantically searching for that vehicle and child.
And the search didn't last that long. Police found the car in this apartment complex a mile and a half away. The baby was unharmed.
You know, as a 7-month-old child, she was happy and content. She didn't realize the circumstances surrounding her day.
Well, more local news now. Potter Gray Elementary students got a big surprise today by learning they were selected to be a Blue Ribbon School. This award is given to less than 1% of schools in the country and is based on their academic achievement throughout the prior school year. Students were even able to have popsicles after the presentation as a treat. Principal Keith Brown was excited to learn this news and share it with the students.
It's a relief for me personally, because having that information, for a period of time, able to share that now and see the joy on their faces is really cool. Kids in every school building give their best every day, and to be able to recognize that, especially on something like this, with something like this at this level, it's pretty cool.
3 representatives from Potter Gray, including a teacher, Superintendent Gary Fields, and Principal Brown, will make a trip to Washington, D.C. later this year to accept the award. Staying with local elementary schools, Kimberly Posey is a librarian at Rich Pond Elementary. She got a surprise today. Members of the WKU cheer team, along with Big Red, popped into the library to give Posey an award from WKU Athletics. The award will actually provide money to be used towards Posey's students.
After 25 years of teaching, very humbled that I was recognized, and glad that we are able to provide more for the students.
That money will be put towards new books and technology to further help the students in their learning. As the school year gets into full swing, there is still a need for bus drivers. This Saturday, Warren County Public Schools will be hosting a bus driver fair at their transportation center. The school district is hoping to meet potential new bus drivers and maybe even introduce the community to the profession of bus driving. You can even go for a test drive while you're there.
We're in a shortage. And we just want to encourage people to come out, and if they want to help us as a community to make our jobs easier, to transport our students every day, this is a great opportunity for them to come out and do that.
The district will have applications available at the event and even offer sign-on bonuses for those who complete their training. The Sky Arts Film Festival is back for a second year this Friday and Saturday and Sunday at the Capitol Arts Theater. This weekend, downtown Bowling Green will be a hot spot for movie buffs and creatives as they screen 45 movies in 3 days. There will be movies made here in Kentucky, some from Tennessee, even films made in Germany and Italy. The festival director tells News 40 the draw to film for him is seeing the world in different ways, and festivals really enhance the passion for movie watching like you can't get anywhere else.
It's different than going and watching a Marvel movie. Like, what you're watching the movie, you leave, and then you kind of have, you think about it or talk about it. But actually talking to the people who, use their time and their talents to actually create it, like that's a completely different experience.
They'll also offer a few master classes over the weekend for those wanting to learn more about the movie making industry. For more information on the festival, such as tickets and movies being shown, you can head over to the official website. That is skyartsfilmfestival.com. Still to come on News 40 at 5. Parents, each year hundreds of children are killed in car accidents because they weren't properly buckled. Coming up, the 5 steps you need to know to save your child's life. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back after the break with a full look at our forecast. That's coming up next.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Kroger, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm for the people.
Do you have settled or uneven concrete? USS is here to help. Changing weather conditions and poor drainage causes the soil under your concrete to shift and erode, and your concrete to settle. USS uses Polylift to raise sunken concrete in sidewalks, pool decks, porches, and more. Polylift is less expensive than full replacement, and you can walk on your concrete within minutes of repair. Visit USS-KY.com for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
Spring Hill Pharmacy, we constantly see people coming in trying to pack mom and dad's pill boxes every month. This can be time consuming, and a lot of times people realize the medications are not being taken correctly. Wouldn't it be nice to have a pharmacy that actually packages the medication for them to eliminate the confusion? That's what we want to accomplish here at Spring Hill Pharmacy. Spring Hill Pharmacy, where helping people is what we do. Visit us on Russellville Road in Bowling Green.
Name the sexiest bald man alive. Steve Harvey. Oh, God, I was scared I wasn't going to be up there.
A new season of Family Feud starts September 25th.
At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
We're back now with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, I saw your countdown. We talked about it earlier. 4 more days till officially fall.
4 more.
Wow.
And in 4 days, on Saturday, the leaves automatically change color.
Right? That's how that works. Sure.
Wait, I'm being told that's not true.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to mislead you guys. So anyway, but this is what it'll eventually look like. Yes, not in 4 days, but give it a couple of weeks into October. Yeah, it's going to be there. I'm not sure if it's going to be this colorful, but we could all dream, right, that it's going to be like this. So 4 days to go. Saturday is the autumnal equinox, or the beginning of fall, 1:50 a.m. You don't have to be up for that. It's not like changing your clocks at certain times of the year. It's just going to happen equal day, equal night. As the sun, or as the earth tilts, the sun is going to make the travel southward past the equator. So while we're getting fall, the southern hemisphere is going to get spring. That's how it works. And so get ready for it. It's about to happen. Already, the atmosphere is behaving a lot like it is early fall. 80 right now, though, with a east wind at 5, 38% the humidity, 52 the dew point right now. Everything is just spectacular as far as our weather is concerned. 81, that looks to be where we'll end up for a high today, just shy of the normal of 82. 50 is where we started this morning, although some of you did start in the upper 40s with a little dense fog in a couple of places very early on. High pressure in control, and now it has moved a little further east, so the flow here is going to be more out of the south over the next few days. It is going to keep us dry and a little bit warmer too as that high pressure moves off to the east. Even this evening will be a few degrees warmer than last evening, so don't expect those upper 40s again, except in a few remote areas. We're starting to see some instability here through Missouri, into Iowa, on down into Arkansas as we get into Wednesday. Scattered showers back towards St. Louis. You can see that disturbance there trying to work its way in here, but for the time it will be blocked by that big ridge of high pressure. But as we get into the latter half of the week, some of that shower activity will start to scoot in here by maybe even as soon as Thursday night into western Kentucky. I think much of southern Kentucky will stay dry even through Thursday into Friday, but later in the weekend, yes, I do think we will start to see shower chances coming in for sure. 54 tonight, a few ticks warmer than last night, mainly clear, cool, not as much dense fog overnight tonight as some of you had this morning. And then the 7-day outlook here showing warmer days ahead. There's your first day of fall on Saturday at 82. Some showers Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday turning cooler. And look at those highs in the upper 70s. Lows will go back into the upper 50s to around 60. And here's what's coming up tonight on NBC 40.
I made it to college football as a walk-on. None of the scholarship, but all the hard work. It wasn't glamorous, but it taught me to leave it all on the field. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor. Andy Bashir has failed us. He locked our schools and unlocked our jails. We can do better. I'm Daniel Cameron. I'm leaving it all on the field so the next generation inherits a quality education system, safer communities, and more prosperous families. Join me, and let's go win this thing.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Grab some amazing lunch and make a local impact.
And join us every week for Food Truck Friday.
Come on down to the corner of 10th and Chestnut for delicious food on Fridays.
A portion of your lunch purchase will support a local charity. Plus, I'll match and guarantee a $500 donation.
Check out the full Food Truck Friday lineup at WNKY.com.
Food Truck Fridays are brought to you by Flora Templeton Stewart.
More than 700 children were killed in car accidents in the U.S. in 2021. And of those killed, more than 36% weren't properly buckled up. It's according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. In honor of Child Passenger Safety Week, we share 5 steps to keep kids safe in a vehicle. It's a common condition for athletes who overwork their lower legs. Shin splints are painful and need to be treated quickly.
You could potentially make it worse by trying to push through it.
Dr. Matthew Vosters with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says shin splints are preventable. And if you're returning to a sport after time off or trying to increase the intensity or vary your workout, take it slow.
We want to see gradual increases in that activity level, typically on the range of 10 to 15%, just to ensure that you're not pushing that too hard, too fast.
Other key prevention steps: strengthening and stretching your legs, running on soft surfaces like a track or trail rather than cement, taking rest days to give your legs a break, and wearing proper footwear, replacing shoes every 350 to 500 miles. The footwear should have padding and good arch support. If you have flat feet, Foster says to make sure you wear insoles.
It kind of decreases that impact that eventually drives developing shin splints.
If you experience pain that becomes more localized and doesn't go away, it may be time to seek professional treatment.
If you are putting yourself in a situation where it's just getting progressively worse, then that would really be a big flag to come and see a doctor.
And I apologize for that. We will have that story on steps to keep your child safe in your vehicle tonight at 10. Right now, in an effort to increase the chance of survival for premature babies, FDA advisors are meeting to discuss artificial wombs. The health experts are considering the ethics and possibilities of creating devices to increase the chances of extremely premature babies surviving after birth. Artificial wombs are not meant to replace a pregnant mother. Instead, they would act as a womb after birth by delivering oxygen, nutrients, and hormones as the infant continues to develop vital organs. Premature births have become a growing problem in the U.S. The CDC says they accounted for 10.5% of all babies born in 2021. Well, stay with us. Still to come on News 40 at 5. Artificial intelligence and our national security. What are the risks of this new age innovation? Those details right after this.
Andy Bashir is flat out lying.
I've never supported gender reassignment surgery for kids.
That is false. Bashir sided with the radical left, allowing young children to undergo permanent gender-changing surgery.
Those procedures don't happen here in Kentucky.
Reports prove that gender-changing surgeries were done at this Lexington facility. Andy Bashir caught lying again. What else is he lying about?
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Horses, bourbon, and the great outdoors. That's Kentucky. Original, majestic, and wide open. In one day, visit legendary distilleries, explore horse country, or put on your hiking shoes and get out there. This is Kentucky. Come see for yourself. Plan your road trip at KentuckyTourism.com.
We've got the drinks and good times. Now all we need is you. The 8th annual Bourbon and Brew Fest presented by the Mint Gaming Hall is back Saturday, October 21st at Bowling Green Ballpark. We have an expansive selection of bourbons, craft beers, mixed drinks, and more. Plus, sip well shopping, specialty vendors all around the ballpark. VIP ticket holders can enjoy the Heaven Hill VIP experience in the Performance Food Club, while premium ticket holders can take part in the Premium Lounge. Tickets start at just $50 and are on sale now at bgbrewfest.com or by calling 270-901-2121.
My name's Al Fazalahi. Had a terrible T-bone accident. When I hung up the phone with Morgan & Morgan, I felt a huge amount of relief. It was beyond easy dealing with them.
Artificial intelligence and our national security. What are the risks of this new age of innovation, and how can AI potentially help our national defense? Well, today, senators are looking at more ways to minimize potential dangers. Mike Valerio explains.
From Silicon Valley to the Senate,
we must equally grapple with the disruptions, ethical dilemmas, and potential dangers of this technology.
Experts described the need to regulate AI so that the breathtaking speed and breadth of tasks AI can perform helps, not harms, national security.
In the 21st century, the general or spy who doesn't have a model by their side is basically as helpless as a blind man in a bar fight.
Even President Biden at the UN General Assembly today, speaking of a need
to make sure we govern this technology, not the other way around, having it govern us.
The Pentagon's chief digital and AI officer told the House last week AI should not be viewed as an all-encompassing solution or a fearful spring of problems.
It is very important to remember that AI is neither a panacea nor a Pandora's box. And if we think about it that way, we're not thinking about it correctly, and we're not going to be able to tackle the problem.
But what we've seen so far from Washington is trouble identifying which AI risks need to be regulated, largely because AI's capabilities are constantly changing.
AI's risks are broad because its applications are so broad, and these risks range from risks related to fraud and information integrity. They include risks related to safety and security.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Well, stay with us. We'll have a final look at your forecast coming up right after this.
You see the worst of the worst in this job, but I do it to bring justice for victims and help them move on with their lives. When a woman or girl becomes pregnant from rape, the trauma is unimaginable. Daniel Cameron thinks a 9-year-old rape survivor should be forced to give birth. Nobody, no child, should ever have to go through that. Cameron believes rapists deserve more rights than their victims. That's extreme, and it's dangerous.
Morris Jewelry is this area's independent and trusted source for diamonds. We're an experienced direct diamond importer, and custom design is our specialty. With diamond engagement rings starting at $33 per month, our prices can't be beat.
We're all born with the good in us. We're all in need of love. Dreams get tall,
together we stand up, making a change that is calling us. Beautiful world, beautiful people, boys and girls, we're all made equal. So clap your hands, get up and dance. Beautiful world, beautiful people.
The adventurous RAV4. It's ready to go anywhere, anytime.
Year after year, this is the best-selling SUV in America.
If you're looking for an all-wheel drive vehicle, you can't go wrong with the new Toyota.
Now, during Toyota's Truck and SUV Month, you can get 3.99 APR financing on a new RAV4.
Or 4.99 APR on the electrified RAV4 Hybrid. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Toyota Truck and SUV Month. The choice is yours.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features Tacos Way to benefit the Alzheimer's Association. See the full lineup at WNKY.com.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is here.
You're going to bless people every day.
Something hits you in your heart. We're doing it all.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
Welcome back. Beautiful night if you are heading out to dinner tonight. Maybe some patio sitting can be in your future. Oh, that sounds nice.
And if you want to, you got a fire pit, you want to build a little fire or something like that. That'd be real nice. It's going to be a few degrees warmer overnight tonight. Last night was around 50, some of you upper 40s. Going more between low and mid 50s tonight, mainly clear and cool. And the next few days, that bit of a warm-up coming as we get into the 80s until we get into the weekend, late weekend. Some showers will return along with some cooler temperatures. By then, fall will have officially started.
Wow. All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you at home for joining us. We will see you at 6 o'clock over on CBS.